So let's talk about Ghost of Tsushima. Again, this is the gift that keeps on giving. It is one of the most praised games of 2020, just a brand new IP from Sucker Punch, and they kind of nailed it if you ask me. And it's gone on to receive accolades, it's sold super well, and just to top things off, they've gone ahead and announced a brand new co-op multiplayer mode called Ghost of Tsushima Legends out of the frickin' blue. And this is the trailer right here, which gives you an idea for the vibe, which has got this a bit of a supernatural, a bit of horror, and a bit of mythological kind of visuals here. Somewhat Lovecraftian here and there, dealing with sort of demonic visual elements. Looks super dope. And what you basically need to know about this multiplayer mode is that it is coming in fall of 2020, so pretty soon, likely within a couple weeks, I think by November tops. And then, aside from it being a free download, it also features 4 different character classes: Samurai, Hunter, Ronin, or Assassin. There's a 2-player co-op mode that allows you to engage in story missions, and then with 4 players, you can engage in wave-based survival missions, and there's also a 4-player raid that will arrive shortly after launch. So this is just a completely different package from the single-player campaign, which is more grounded. It almost looks too good to be true, right? Some people, myself included, were asking, okay, is there a catch to this? Like, are they releasing this for free, but also adding microtransactions to monetize this free multiplayer co-op mode? And that's a question that's been floating around, enough so that news outlet IGN went ahead and inquired to the developers about this, and they actually got a response. So here's an updated version of IGN's article in regards to Ghost of Tsushima. The updated segment reads, Ghost of Tsushima Legends will be free to players who own the PlayStation 4 exclusive, and the developers have confirmed to IGN it will not feature microtransactions of any kind. And then here's a more direct quote. There are no microtransactions in Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and we have absolutely no plans to add them. All the content is unlocked through play. Hell to the freaking yes. It is kind of sad that we live in a time where, this kind of stuff can make headlines because the more egregious monetization stuff has become so commonplace. But I'll take good news where I can get it. And it's so good to hear that Ghost of Tsushima Legends will be microtransactions free, not just when it launches, but in the future as well. This is just a free co-op multiplayer mode that's just being added to an already very solid and very worthwhile base package. And that's the crazy thing. I felt like Ghost of Tsushima already gave me $60 worth of value with its campaign that, for me, it took about 40 hours to complete. I felt thoroughly satisfied with what I already got in the base package, and the fact that that $60 value is being taken to the next level with a multiplayer mode that doesn't feel just tacked on. It actually feels like its own separate experience with its own unique visual palette, with its own unique sort of gameplay elements. The fact that we're getting so much more just out of the blue for free. They're pulling a CD Projekt Red here. I see they've picked up on a few consumer-friendly move or two. This is what more game companies need to do, and the fact that Sony and PlayStation tend to allow developers to kind of do what they want, engage with the business model that they want, and the fact that so many of Sony's developers tend to have this mindset of give players a complete experience for that $60, it all lends itself to an environment where we can get experiences and pricing models like this, where for $60 you get more than you asked for, really. I think what everyone wanted out of Ghost of Tsushima was a really great single-player samurai game. The multiplayer component is just a cherry on top, and based on what the trailer shows here, it looks like a damn compelling cherry. And as someone who kind of has run out of reasons to keep playing Ghost of Tsushima due to a lack of New Game Plus, and because I've cleared out all of the Mongol camps, I've just, been itching to find reasons to keep engaging with the game's combat, but haven't been able to do so because there is no, enemy wave mode or something. Well, that all changes with this cooperative mode. that gives you different classes, each no doubt with their own movesets and tools that they can use, and having to work with other players to combat enemies with the already excellent combat system, and with this really cool-looking visual palette. I mean, I'm 100% in. I legitimately cannot wait to delve right back into Ghost of Tsushima to experience this. Just my biggest kudos and praise to Sucker Punch for keeping this a surprise, for giving us a nice, pleasant surprise in this dreadful 2020 year, and just giving it to us when they could have easily monetized this somehow. You know, they could have easily gone full EA, but instead, they really just want to bolster the gameplay experience for fans who've already bought the game. And this is going to give plenty of people potentially reason to buy this game for those who have not bought this game yet. Honestly, this is going to boost sales. The positive PR from this is going to have more customers kind of being curious about Ghost of Tsushima. And if the multiplayer really hits things off, if it turns out that the multiplayer mode is really good and a lot of people engage with it, you know, friends will tell other friends to buy Ghost of Tsushima so they can play together. They'll experience that wonderful single-player campaign and have this multiplayer component to boot that will hopefully be very replayable. What a way to close off the PS4 era. Sucker Punch kicked it off strong with Infamous Second Son, and they're closing it strong with Ghost of Tsushima and now Ghost of Tsushima Legends. This is what I'm talking about. This is just Sucker Punch going the extra mile, doing something they absolutely didn't have to do. This is just 100% unnecessary, but 100% welcome, and 100% going to propel Sucker Punch's reputation and the reputation of PlayStation. Now, I'm wondering if Ghost of Tsushima Legends is something they're going to keep adding content to, you know, new classes, new missions, new raids, and the like, or is this just a one-time push and they're just putting everything out there at once and leaving it at that? I imagine this isn't one of those things they're going to keep updating in perpetuity. They do have to stop at one point or they're going to spend more money than they make back. But yeah, we're still getting something pretty substantial, regardless of whether this evolves beyond what is initially released. Yeah, the no microtransactions promise is fantastic, and the fact that this is free still kind of boggles my mind, given that it really does look like a whole separate kind of game. Ghost of Tsushima certainly seems to take the samurai honorable route when other game companies and publishers are taking the ghost route. Lord Shimura would be he would be very proud of Sucker Punch. Anyway, I'm going to stop gushing. It's just we're really getting a lot more from this game than anyone really anticipated. I'll say again, nobody probably saw this coming, and it's a welcome surprise for sure. But let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on Ghost of Tsushima Legends and the fact that they're promising 0 microtransactions now and forever. Drop a comment below, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.